to give herself enough love. She live a life hand in a tight glove. I wish that I could fix it for you. But instead I'll be right here coming through.
Hey, what's up, everybody? I am so glad you guys are here with us tonight. I'm excited to start this series and to introduce you all to some of the fantastic women in the industry that you may have never heard about or seen or anything. With that said, I do want to let everyone know that there is going to be a giveaway. There'll be some instructions that I'll put up on the screen. The giveaway will be at the end of the show. But that's not the best part of this show. The best part of this show is going to be the guests. So without further ado, I am going to bring in India from MVP Lawn Care. What's up, India?
What's going on, everybody?
Looks like you got a lot of fans in the chat already. Look at that.
Hey, I try.
That's right. That's what I'm
Hello,
talking
fan.
about.
Thanks for tuning in.
Absolutely. I am so glad that you agreed to be my first guest. You and I met each other on Instagram. We were chatting, and then we got a chance to meet in person at GIE,
Yep.
which was awesome to see another female there from the lawn community. So why don't you go ahead and just tell the audience a little bit about yourself?
My name is India Lewis. The name of my business is MVP Lawn Care, based out of High Point, North Carolina. I started my business about 3 years ago. Never thought I'd be here, honestly, but it's been fun. It's been a journey. First started with my yard. And I was like, I'm doing a great job. I'm loving it. Why not try to make a business out of it? So far, so good. Business has been pretty good for me. 2019, I had all of my equipment stolen. Trailer.
Oh my gosh.
Blowers, everything gone.
That's insane.
However,
was it insured?
Apparently not properly. So, lesson learned. However, I was fortunate enough to be able to buy it all back last year. So, and ever since then, I've been booming. Lesson learned, you live, you learn, and everything is good now.
That's right. Good deal. So you said so this is a part-time thing for you, right?
Yes.
Yeah.
I'm a first responder full-time. I do this part-time. This is my me time, relapse time. So yeah, this is part-time for me. Feels like full-time, but
we
it's part-time.
appreciate you as a first responder. Absolutely 100%. Like that's very admirable that you can do that. You and I chatted a little bit about how, we talk about we can talk about grass forever, right? But you get around your family, you start talking about it. They ask. I am a very, very, very quiet person. I don't really talk that much, honestly. But if you ask me something about grass, you better be ready to hear. You're gonna be drinking from the fire hose.
My family, they get tired of hearing about it. But we're gonna talk about it anyway.
Yep. So, absolutely.
I'm a little
absolutely.
Nerd.
So we have some people in here. Just go ahead and see if we got any questions for you yet. I don't think so, but everybody's just kind of saying hi, here to see you and to talk to you, and find out about you. So isn't that great?
If you have any questions, feel free to ask. I'll try to get to them as I can.
That's pretty awesome. So before we get into like the other part of this, I do have some questions for you. What what is your equipment of choice? What equipment do you have and use? Because I think you said something about zero turns, right?
Yes. I started off with a
Okay.
Skag V rod. But of course that was stolen, so I replaced it with a right.
Okay.
Love it. Zero issues out of it.
Is
Um,
that what you were looking at GIE? You wrote on a couple
yes,
of those, right? Yeah.
yes. I have the standard eye. I'm looking to get another one.
Hmm.
Um, we'll see. It'll probably be a standard X.
Okay.
Um,
Now I'm going to tell
but
you right
I
now,
like
you're talking a foreign language to me because I don't know anything about those zero turns. But somebody in here in the chat, they know what you're talking about. So keep talking, keep talking. Shoot, if
yes,
it's
I
not a
have
push
that.
more, I don't know anything about it.
The, my weed eaters are still.
Still, yeah. Okay.
Um, I have a Toro Turf Master. That's my push mower. Actually, I believe all my push mowers are Toro.
Okay.
Um, blower. Um, I forgot the brand actually. When it pop up in my mind, I'll let you know. But other than that, that's pretty much my entourage. It
Okay.
makes the money, pays the bills. So that's
Okay.
about it. I don't have a ton of experience with a lot of different equipment, but
Gotcha.
what I have works for me. So if it works, why
And
change it?
how long have you been doing it? How long have you had your
3 years.
business?
3 years.
3 years. Okay. Yeah, we've been in lawn. I've been in lawn care 3 years. So, it looks like Vince, the engineer, has a question for you. Can you see that on the screen? He's saying
What does
what's your trailer setup look like
I have a
for your
7 by
equipment?
16 trailer. I don't have any pictures at readily available now, but I've Mitchell from Mitchell's Lawn Care did a video where he helped me set up my trailer actually and installed all of my racks. So if you know him or know who I'm talking about, if you can go back and look, you'll be able to see what the inside of it looks like.
Nice.
Or you know what? Before I go to bed tonight, I'll post a picture of it on Instagram.
Yeah,
Post a picture of it on
Vince,
Instagram.
follow her on Instagram. I'm gonna pop that up here in a moment here. Her Instagram, so you guys can go out and check her out. We're gonna push that. There we go. MVP. That is right. MVP Lawn Care LLC.
Correct.
Yep. Go out and give her a follow there. Um, Let me see. So most of my questions are based on these pictures that we're about to look at. So I
That's
don't see
good.
anything else coming here from our audience here. So let's go ahead and do the fun part. All right.
CR, no, I do not have a YouTube channel. I'm not a YouTuber, not yet. Who knows? But as of right now, no, I don't. Appreciate the
I, I,
follows.
I, hey, I am definitely trying to convince her to come on over to the YouTube side because it's a little bit lonely over here sometimes. No, I'm good.
You never
I'm
know.
I'm
You
never
never
lonely
know.
with. Let me tell you something. The DIY community is the best community. When I first started doing this, they're so supportive, and in this day and age you don't feel that often in your day to day, so I gravitated towards it, and that's been one of the best things about this whole experience. You have people who are gonna support you and answer questions for you, and work with you. So that's really cool about this community. So
Let's
thank you for the
see.
likes, everybody. Which blower
Demetria.
is lighter and better for women?
Uh, honestly, it's just a matter of personal preference.
Mm-hmm.
Between like Echo or Steel or some of the other, it's just really a matter of preference between different versions. Some are heavier, some are bulkier, some are
But
slimmer.
see,
So
you have to consider too, India, you're talking about gas, right? You're talking strictly gas equipment right now, right?
yes, strictly
Yes.
gas equipment. The battery equipment is new. So they have a little backpack version, and that's definitely light. But when you're doing it commercially, that's your needs are different.
Yeah.
So it's just a matter of preference. If
Yeah.
you're a
So
homeowner, you can get your little handheld battery, and you're good to go.
yeah. And Demetria, I'll jump in on this because I I was playing around with a couple blowers today, and they can get a little bit heavy if you're carrying them for a while. But I have an Ego and I have a Toro blower, and both of them weigh right around the same amount. I'm gonna tell you that Toro blew the Ego out of the water. I ain't gonna even try. I, I was amazed. I was amazed. So, Rob from Crazy About Grass wants to know how your trailer got stolen.
Uh, so typically I leave it attached to my truck, but if I only need my truck, then I'll unhook it from the trailer. However, I have a hitch lock, so it was locked. Um, I woke up the next morning and somebody had cut the lock, took the trailer, and it has yet to be found. So I wasn't negligent, you know.
Okay.
They just cut the lock and took it all.
All right.
Uh, Oxen one. My lawn is cool season. Turf type tall fescue. I'm in
All
the
right.
transition zone, so that's my grass of choice.
And that's what you're gonna keep it at? Is that what you mainly service to? Is fescue?
Yes,
Okay.
yes.
Okay.
The
Let's.
lawn's in
Yeah,
here.
Vince had a question. How do you feel about the states of gas banning gas powered equipment? That's a good question.
Ah, uh,
It's gonna
I
make
don't.
it here. It's just in California right now, but it's gonna make it here too.
Yeah, that's the only thing that I know. I don't have too much of an opinion on it. I don't know. I don't see it as a benefit as far as business wise. Um, Now, environment wise, I'm sure to make a difference, but that's going to make a lot of businesses think and operate a lot differently, and everything will change coming from it. Because nothing lasts as long as gas. I mean,
Right.
either you're going to need a ton of batteries right now, or you're just gonna have to figure it
I
out. So
mean,
I don't know.
yeah,
Uh,
I honestly think there's going to be issues either way. Like, I mean,
yeah,
I, they're saying it's better for the environment, but you know, I haven't read the science, so I don't know what's what. I just know what I like to use, and I know a lot of people are going to be upset because a lot of people prefer the gas. So, you
yeah.
know, the
And
thing
you
is,
can go
we
to
have
gas
very
and get
little
anywhere
power
and
over the
get
decisions.
gas.
That's just the bottom line in my opinion. So this is a pretty good question from Aldo. Uh, see if we can put it over here. He says, India, has a customer ever tried to take advantage of you because you're a woman? Example, has someone tried to play you or not take you seriously?
um, if they didn't take me seriously, I wouldn't know it. I think I surprised a lot of people because I'm not just saying, "Hey, you need this, this, and this," and I actually go into detail and explain it to you as far as why I'm doing what I'm doing or why I suggest you doing what I'm telling you. So if they take me seriously, that's fine, and if they don't, that's fine too. I mean, I know what I know, and it is what it is. Everybody has their opinions as far as women, but I'm here to provide a service.
Right,
So that's what you're
right.
gonna get, the best I can give you.
Yeah. And I mean, you know, I just started my business in July, and this year I only had like three clients that I physically, you know, did their yards. But I, you know, wanted to do some consulting, and I did have multiple situations where someone wanted my feedback, and I gave them the feedback, but then they went to a male counterpart to get the exact same feedback. You know, it's like you don't trust me. You don't trust that I know
Right.
what I need to know. So I mean, it's just things that it's an expectation. It's gonna happen. But like you said, when you know your stuff, you know your stuff. They can't deny that. So
Right. Show you better than I can tell you. That's for sure.
exactly,
Just give me a
exactly.
chance. We're good to go.
All right. Erica wants to know what measures are you taking to keep your trailer from being stolen again.
I nearly take my trailer everywhere. So if that truck is moving 9.5 times out of 10, the trailer's on there. So and a couple little things I put on there to be able to track it if I need to.
Gotcha.
So
So you got a
we're
tracker this
good.
time.
Yeah.
Gotcha. Gotcha.
Let's
Gotcha.
learn.
That's good. Um, all right. So I think that's in here. That's right. Polo, we working. Uh, he says that, yeah, let that work speak for yourself because, in my neighborhood, actually, the reason I have the clients that I have, because they saw my yard, they knew that I could do it. So that's just how it has to work. All right. So Vince wants to know, Vince has a lot of questions. Thanks, Vince.
All right.
What services do you offer? Do you switch things up when the season changes, like leaf cleaning in the fall, snow removal in the winter?
I do a lot of mowing and maintenance. A lot of
Mowing and
mowing and
maintenance.
a lot of maintenance. Some of my clients are full service. Some of my clients are just mowing.
Hmm.
Um, as far as my busy time is from about March to November. During the wintertime, I don't do any of the snow removal and stuff like that. I don't do it. I take the wintertime as a break, and I start back in the spring.
Okay. So,
Polo, what's happening?
Jerron wants to know when the best time is to fertilize. And I followed that up with asking what type of grass he has. Because with cool season grass, it's better I mean, you can fertilize year round. It's just
Right.
different types. Your grass needs different amounts of fertilizer throughout the year. But the best time to feed it is in the fall, in the spring. But with warm season, if I'm not mistaken, it takes more fertilizer, or you fertilize it more in the summer. I think.
Question answered.
Yeah, I think. I'm still learning warm season, so I'll get there. I will
Yeah.
get there. All right, guys. I'm gonna go ahead and move on to the fun part here.
Noti Diaries,
Thanks.
girls mo too. Yes, they do.
Yes. Look at that grass right there, man. Polo, polo. Look at that, man. Look at that. So you got to talk about this color. You got to tell me what you're using here.
All right. So that's actually my yard.
Okay.
Um, I renovated my yard about 4 years ago. Um, so the yard, if you see the yard to the right, my yard used to, I killed it all off and I started over. So my choice of grass seed for my yard is winning colors. It's my favorite grass seed. So that's what that is. That's all my yard is.
What is
There's
it
no
called?
other winning colors.
Winning colors. Okay.
Yes.
Now,
Um,
with your seed, so you get that locally?
yes. I only know of one place around here to have it. So yeah, it's
Okay.
yeah.
That's right. CR said Money Green. She know.
Yeah, yeah. That,
They
that's
know.
that's my baby right there. What's it say?
All right. Here we go. Look at this one. All right, you got to talk about this one and these stripes. That looks like commercial mower stripes right there. Can you see that one?
Not yet.
That's the
Oh, okay.
yeah.
Okay. Yeah. Yeah. So that yard there, I just mow. So
Okay.
yeah, those are those right stripes.
Right.
Okay, you do it the right way. There's no roller or anything on my mower. It's just strictly the mower.
Okay. Yeah, that's kind of like Polo gets stripes like that, and
Good
yeah.
times. The
Diamonds.
customer's happy and I'm even happier. So
He said you
it
put
looks
diamonds
good.
in it. Um,
I try. Diamond's a girl's best friend, right?
that's right. There you go. There you go. All right, let's go. All right, look at that. You just kind of you brought that back from the dead. Is that your house as well? Are they coming in late for you? Not coming.
Yeah, just a little bit. They coming in late.
Okay. Okay.
No, that is not my house.
Okay.
Um, that is my very first customer's yard. I renovated it, and that's what it came out to. Winning colors. That's the grass seed that I only use on their yard.
Winning colors. Now let me ask you: Is that seed completely clean, like zero crop, zero
It's
weed?
it's clean, 4-way blend.
Okay.
It's that's my baby.
All right. Is this the same parkway or a different one?
A different one.
This is a
It's a
different
different
one.
one.
Okay.
Yeah.
So you kind of brought that back to life too. It wasn't looking horrible, but now it's like nice and lush.
Oh no, I killed it.
Oh, you
It
killed it
was.
completely. So then
Oh
that's it.
yeah. This
Okay.
this is the same yard. This is what it looked like beforehand, and when after I renovated it, that's what it looked like.
Nice.
So it's
Nice. All right.
then that worked.
So that's the same one. We're looking at the same pictures again for some reason. There we go. Ah, whoa, what? Lush, right there. All right, what's going on with this one? It looks nice and thick. This is the
Okay.
yeah.
The same yard. So the picture before is
Mhm.
that strip, but
Mhm.
that's the front yard.
Okay.
That's the front yard of the property. Yeah.
Nice.
After the renovation, it's whew.
All right. What about this one? Is it? So this looks like it might be the. No, this is the front yard of somebody's house. I see the front there. But again, I mean, if you killed this off and brought this back, man, I mean, that is nice. So what fertilizer are you using? You said you use that winter circle seed, I think you said. But what's the fertilizer?
Oh, okay. Yeah. So this is the other side of the property we just used. Um, Nutrite. I've used different ones, actually. So it just depends on what I'm using in the time of year. I've used what's that fertilizer? It slips my mind. The one you use in the brown
Uh,
bag.
Hybrix?
Yes,
Oh,
I love
nice.
it. That's
Nice. So can you get that
good
locally?
stuff.
Can you get Hybrix locally?
Some stores or nurseries may have it, but it's not real big around here
Mm-hmm.
or real or readily available just anywhere.
Yeah.
So probably at this point in time, it's probably slim to none to getting it, or if you can get it, you may have to order it.
Yeah.
But but
So
this,
I know a lot of people that I talk to who have lawn companies,
Mhm.
they want to use some of this other stuff that like with Hire Bricks, their shipping is a little bit expensive and so people tend not to get it. But if they were able to get it locally, they would grab it up. So
Right.
are there any like local places that you go to on a regular basis that may have like a different fertilizer that you use? Because you're
Uh,
you're in North Carolina, right?
right
Okay.
around the Greensboro High Point area, Green Resources is a good place to go.
Green resources.
Um, even as a homeowner, you can go and pick up some fertilizer, a seed, or anything like that. Um, I mean, you can go to big box stores, but
Hmm.
sometimes they can be more expensive.
Right.
But you can get if you go to like a even nurseries may have fertilizers that big box stores don't have that work equally as good or even better. That's good product. So around this area, Green Resources, I'd say.
Okay. So you don't use any type of liquids?
Next,
Next. Okay.
Next product that they I've had great results using Next products. Um, that's it.
Yeah, that's it.
That's it.
Okay.
Next. Can't go wrong with it. I haven't used any other products or any other or have any experience with multiple products. So Nets works for me. So if it's working, well, I'll change it.
I hear you. All right. All right. So let's see. Let's answer this question right here. Do you have a Site One in High Point?
I think it's one in Greensboro, but I don't go to Site One. It's not that close to me. So
Yeah. Okay. Yeah. I go there here and there. Polo wants to know. Oh, bag it. Okay. Yeah, Polo's helping me out with some questions. Thank you. Thank you, sir. Appreciate it. All right, let's go to our next picture over here. All right, look at that. Is that another Reno? Good vibes. Yes, sir. I wonder why. It's not. I think you might have that turf therapy dial up internet over there. Your pictures are taking a minute to come up.
Let's see.
Uh,
No, the front part of it. No, it's not a renovation. It was just a heavy seating.
okay.
Now, I didn't renovate the front, but the next picture you see uh is a renovation of the back.
Okay.
That's
So
that's
with
a
this
new
one,
build, so we still working on that. So
okay. But same seed, right? You all, in all of yours, you use the same seed?
for the most part, yeah.
Okay. All right. Erica wants to know what has been the most surprising thing about lawn care that you didn't know before you started your business? Good question,
What
Erica.
is the most surprising thing about lawn care that you didn't know before you started your business? Uh, Probably how much really goes into it. Um, as a kid, you cut the grass. It looks good. If it's green, you think weeds are grass and they're not. You
Yeah.
don't know any better. So it's like, yeah. But it's a lot, and it's not for me. It's not overwhelming, but I've definitely learned a lot, and especially about different grasses, the area, when to fertilize, what to fertilize, how much to do, how much not to do, the repercussions of not doing enough and doing too much. Um, so it's just a lot of information that
Yeah.
I had no idea that I would know or learn rather. So
I mean, I totally agree with you on that. Like, I think one of the things that I get a lot when people ask me, about helping them with their lawns and things. I mean, I used to like just diarrhea at the mouth and just like attack them with all of this stuff, but I learned very quickly that people retract when you give them too much information at once. And I think that people just don't understand, like you said, how much work actually goes into taking care of your lawn. And it's not something that you'll have to do forever. It's just that you have to get your lawn healthy to the
right,
point where you can kind of be on cruise control. I remember I used to say when I first started doing this, I was like, I just need to get this to a point where I'm on cruise control. Well, cruise control is never going to happen. It's never going to happen because your lawn changes so often. So,
right. And
um,
if your neighbor's slipping, then you
you're
got
right.
you got to stay on alert 24/7. Let's see.
So,
What's this?
uh,
Noti diaries. How often? Let me tell you, my family. I love my grass. Okay, don't step on it. They'll hop over it. They'll
right?
just walk
He said
around,
hop over it.
walk the trash the long way. Like just stay. It's looking good. It's pretty. It ain't bothering you. Don't bother. I look at my grass all the time. I mean, it's just grass, but it's my grass. Okay, so don't
Yeah,
walk
that's
on it.
right. That's
My
right.
family, my neighbors know. They know.
Yeah. My girls try to test me every once in a while by walking in the grass. They throw the frisbee in the grass and all that kind of stuff. They'll throw it
Mhm.
and then they'll look back at me and I'll be like,
To see if you. I see you. I see you.
I see what you're
Just
trying to
know I
do
see
right
you. Don't look at me.
now. All right, since your dial up was no, I'm just playing.
I
Since
look.
I went ahead and went to the other picture. You said this is the backyard of the
Yeah.
previous picture. Okay,
Yes. Yes.
nice. And so is this one that you're still working on?
Yes.
Okay,
Yes. I take full care of it.
cool. And so have you winterized already? Like dropped that last fertilizer?
I'm almost done. Almost done. Got a couple more yards to go, and I'll be done for the year.
Okay.
But I tell you what, these leaves, man, sheesh, I put a hurting on you.
They absolutely will. Like that's what me and the girls were out there today, getting up leaves because I back up to wetlands, and so it's so many trees back there. It's
Hmm.
yeah. All right. right, let's move on to the next photo. I'm gonna go ahead and answer some questions while it comes up for you. Let me know when it's up there.
Yeah. Yeah. Yes, I let my mother walk on my grass.
Me too. She doesn't. She doesn't. But that's mom.
We make
So
you the boss of your own home. You know, it's okay.
all right. This is a cute little cute house right here with this grass. But that grass looks good too. It's nice and dark. I
Yes,
like that.
that is my neighbor's grass, actually.
Okay.
So when I first got here, I was scoping their yard out. I said, okay. I said, I'm coming for you. So you
Mm-hmm.
wait till the fall time. And then the following spring, he was like, hey, yeah, I wanted to talk to you about doing my grass. No problem. No problem. I'll take care of it for you. 'Cause he had another company taking care of it. I said, I told you I was coming for you.
That's right. That's good. I mean,
So that's
it
my
looks
neighbor's yard
great.
right
Now, are you
there.
doing like the edging around the beds and things?
Yes.
Okay.
Um, I, I can't remember if because they have a bed. I can't remember if it's in a slot or not. But I've done
Yeah,
some of
I
their
saw a
beds.
few in there.
Okay.
We'll get to those. So Erica wants to know, how do you keep your lawn looking nice during a drought? Yeah, I'll let you. Yeah, you answer that.
uh, water. Now it's not always
I said
that
get some
green,
water,
but
but I mean,
water, stay off of it. Don't mow it as much. If it's
yeah.
green and shaggy, I'm happy.
Well, another thing that's helpful too is hydrotain. Hydrotain
Okay.
is very helpful in the summer months, for drought and things like that. I mean, it's not a miracle worker, but it does help.
Right.
Helped me a lot this year. My grass went through it this year, stressed all kinds of ways. So, um, all right. So, let's see. Polo's following up with Erica. Thank you, Polo. So Grace wants to know, what do you put down for a winterizer?
What do you mean as far as
Uh, the
brand or
I think the
number?
nitrogen. So the which fertilizer that you put down?
Like a 2802 or
Yeah.
2823?
Oh,
Something
yeah.
like that. Like a high nitrogen,
Yeah.
low low phos
No phosphorus,
low
you
phosphorus,
probably.
low potassium. Because I gotta forget, I don't know if I'm like, low nitrogen phosphorus, low to like the first number be high and then the last two numbers would be low.
So
If you're looking at
like,
the back.
so what do you drop? So you keep your nitrogen count throughout the year, like how much nitrogen you've given your lawns throughout the year? Because like for me, for instance, for the fall, I think for a total for me, I put down for the whole year about 6 pounds of nitrogen, and then for the fall, I dropped 1.25 pounds over the entire fall. I did my last drop like 2 weeks ago. So,
Yeah, it just depends. Each lawn is different. So the requirements will be different, especially if where you're trying to take it compared to where it is. But it's roughly 6 pounds. Just depends on
okay,
how much it may need.
gotcha. All right, the next one's coming up. I'm looking here in the chat. I don't know what Aldo's talking about here. Solid black copolymer
Wedding age.
wetting agent. Huh. Never heard of it,
Send that
Aldo.
to me, Aldo.
Never
Send
heard
that
of
to me in a message. Never heard of
it. Well, I'll be looking it up after this show.
it.
'Cause I definitely look. I probably need to write it down somewhere. I think these will stay in. I'll write it down after we're done here. But yeah. Um. All right. So the next picture's up. We're on to your landscaping. Can you see that one?
Yes, so that is the same yard
Okay.
from before that little flower bed right there. You asked me if I did the edging
Mm-hmm.
around the flower. I do. I created that one or expanded it rather.
Okay.
So the edging around the tree right there,
Uh huh.
that's all me.
Nice. Yeah, that was nice. I was when I was looking at it, I was like, yeah. So what did you put around the base of the tree, or even in the beds?
That's pine needles.
Pine needles. Okay.
Yeah, they had mulch before, but then they went with pine needles.
Gotcha. Oh, think I gotta go back on this one. It's right here. Mr. Miyagi is proud. Mr. Miyagi is. I saw this and I was like, ooh, bonsai trees. That's bonsai trees. But it's probably not. They just look like it. But you clean those up really nice too.
Hold on, I'm waiting. I'm gonna dial up.
Oh, that's right. You're waiting on me. Let's see what's going on. Polo trying to find out where Erica lives. Polo's early. She has no clue where she lives, Polo. No. I said with you, Erica. is
No,
all right, you got
these
it?
the three little trees.
Yeah.
Yeah, yeah. That's another claim. So I know, they was okay when I was like, hey, you mind if I like uplimb them a little bit? Put some pine needles under there to look better against the dark green grass. I was like, yeah. I said, great. And that's what we got.
Nice. Okay. All
It just
right.
looks so cute. I love it.
All right, let's jump into the chat here. When do you seed heavily versus renovate a lawn completely? So she wants to know, when do you seed heavily versus renovate a lawn completely? Like how do you determine?
If the majority of your lawn is weeds, I'm gonna suggest a renovation. If you have if you have a good amount of grass and just some weeds, I'll suggest a few applications of weed killer and then seed it heavy in those spots so it can come back and fill in. So it just depends. If you got a lawn full of weeds, I'm gonna tell you to kill it. And then
Which
if you
makes
have
sense.
a decent amount of grass, then I just suggest a heavy seeding.
Yeah, makes sense. All right, the next picture is up. You
Polo
should,
agrees, so we all right.
huh?
I said Polo agrees.
There you go. Uh, so this next one is some more landscaping. This one looks great. Um,
Yeah.
cleared out a whole bunch of stuff. It looks like.
Yeah, and let me tell you, hell was a lot of work, but it
Was
was
it
worth
really?
it.
It doesn't, and that's the thing with landscaping. I'm looking at this and I'm like, it doesn't look like that much work, but you're saying that it was a lot of work.
It was. So I'm picky. So you got to clean up the edges. You got to me. This is what I do. You got to get all the weeds out, clean it up because there's no. It's a waste of someone's money to just put something on top of something that you know is already going to come back or come through if you don't prep it properly. So cleaned that up real good. Put in some flowers and mulch. They were happy. I was happy. They happy.
I think it
I
looks
love it.
great.
Some summertime flowers there.
All right, I think you already answered this question, but as I was looking at the slides, I kept seeing that. Oh, it'll come up for you in a minute, but I was like, I keep forgetting. So yeah, I was like, what is this? I've never seen this before. I agree, CR. Yeah, the flower beds look really nice. She did a great job with those.
Pine needles. Y'all don't have pine needles in Virginia?
I mean, we have them. I have plenty of them in the backyard. I just raked up today, but I've never thought to use them like this.
Oh yeah. That's my preference actually. I like pine needles better than mulch, but that's my personal preference.
But why?
One, I think they're a lot cleaner. I think they last a little longer, and so you can put them down twice a year versus mulch. You may only can do it once a year, or if you get black, then it fades when it comes summertime. So now instead of looking fresh, it looks faded.
Yeah.
So that's me. That's just
Okay.
me. And then you don't have to take it out. It breaks down. You just put some more down, and you're good to go.
Okay. All right. Yeah. Well, that was I was definitely wondering. Let me know when your screen changes.
Thank you, CR.
So you have either warm season or. All right. So that ends our slide here. I think like just looking at all of those, it was fantastic. Jennifer Lopez agrees with me. Like it's just like it's great, man. Like in this picture, this last picture here, is that one of the houses we've already seen?
Yeah, that's
Okay.
mine.
Okay, that's yours. And that color, I'm just looking at your color. So I don't know what fertilizer you're using, but it seems to be making the grass really healthy. I would love to see what it looks like down to the soil. Is are your blades green down to the soil? Like,
Yeah. During prime time, for the most part, yeah. Now, when the summertime and it's green and shaggy, and then you turn around and cut it, it's brown under there. It's a little brown under there.
right. I mean, yeah,
And then it greens back up. So
gotcha. Gotcha. All right. So, all right, we're back. We're back. I think I told you when I saw the pictures, I was just amazed. It was great, and I think that you got this lawn thing down. Um,
hey, we in there.
that's right. So, what are your plans for like do you plan on expanding your business, taking it full time? I mean, what do you plan to do with it?
I have no intentions of taking it full time. Um, but you never know where life will take you.
Hmm.
Expanding, I could grow. I could stand to grow a little bit now. Um, so I don't know. My plans right now. I'm happy where I'm at right now.
Hmm.
Um, but you never know where life will take you. So we'll see. I won't say yes, but I won't say no.
Hmm. So tell us what you what was your GIE experience like? How did
Oh
that go
man,
for you?
GIE was great.
Yeah.
Let me tell you, I've been waiting for 3 years to go to GIE.
Hmm.
And this year I was finally able to go, and it was a blast. I mean, from sun up to sundown, I was trying to be there. like, I met a lot of YouTubers,
Hmm.
a lot of people that I followed, a lot of I would consider big names in lawn care. Um, Tons of equipment to play with, new ideas, new things I might want to try. It was a blast. It was a blast,
Good.
and I plan on going back.
You are going back next year?
Yes.
So I'm hearing that they're changing it a little bit. And they're because they've even changed the name. It's now called the Equipment or Equip Expo.
Yeah, acquisition equipment.
Yeah,
Yeah, like
they
that.
changed it, and I mean, I heard rumblings when we were there that they were going to kind of split things up and have the equipment and then something else. I don't really know how they're going to do it, but I know like the first day I didn't get through half of it. It was so much walking. The second day I was exhausted because there was so much walking, but seeing all of the vendors there and everything was just I was like a kid in the candy store, really, just taking it all in.
Yeah. And the funny part is, I thought that I had walked around the building because
Mm-hmm.
the first day was like
you
9 o'clock. And
you
stuff.
missed
And I
something.
was like, doo. Okay, I've walked through here. I've been outside, and I think I saw everything that I wanted to play with outside. And I come back in, and then I don't know how I got there, but I just somehow happened to stumble across a whole nother section of the building. I was like, I didn't even know this was over here. And
Yeah,
so it is huge.
yeah,
Huge is an understatement.
right.
And I was
I
like, well,
mean, obviously we ran into people and stuff, but I swear, like, I couldn't find anybody. If I was looking for someone, I couldn't find anybody. I just happened to run into them, and
right.
it was great, chatting with Jim from 𝗃𝗃𝗃𝗃𝗃, the yard mastery people. Who else? Next, Jake the Lawn Kid. It was really cool, meeting all of those people. Did you meet B Davis? Did you meet let's see, long time coming.
Mm-mm.
You probably didn't because he was locked up. B Davis got locked up. No, no,
Like, oh,
he's a good guy. I'm hoping to learn a lot of warm season stuff from him and BYD, Bermuda Grass Central. I watch a lot of those channels just trying to understand it because I have that group Sisterhood of the Lawn, and you're in there now. You can help me answer some of the questions and things, but I kind of feel bad when I can't answer some of the warm season questions. So I just kind of watch those when I have a few minutes to do so.
yeah,
Um,
that warm season, a whole different breed.
it it really is. I was like, I think, and this is because of Alan and the pictures I've seen of his St. Augustine. If I ever had to have warm season grass, it would be that St. Augustine because it looks really good.
Yeah,
But I hear a lot of people complain about it too. And from my understanding, zoysia is pretty expensive, and I don't know how it is as far as taking care of it.
couldn't tell you. It kind of almost looks like, I won't say fescue, but I'd say like a cool season grass.
Mm-hmm.
Ain't that what the lawn care nut has?
No,
Zoysia?
no, he has Alan has St. Augustine grass.
Oh, okay.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. So, all right,
Let's
we got
see.
anything?
Polo, no, my grass is not brown right now.
Same time next year, just escapes. Well, I hate to say it, but I feel like my lawn is actually going dormant. I've got a couple different issues happening with my lawn right now that I can't figure out. But at the same time, it's like end of season. I'm not going to worry about it too much. I'm definitely not going to stress about it because there's nothing I can do at this point. I will be pulling, I'll be pulling another soil sample from the front. I'll be pulling soil samples from my parkway because I'm going to continue with my lawn box trial next season. And that's that organic fertilizer that I've been trying out. I want to see, in my parkway, I've only used the lawn box products. And I want to see how or if the soil actually changes. So I want to keep that throughout all of next year in the parkway. So in order to gauge that, I'm going to go ahead and do a soil test on the parkway. So I, do it now and then again next fall to see if there are any changes. So
Sound like you need a test plot.
I don't need any more land than I already have. I do not. I don't want any more. I know like a lot of people want all of that land, but I don't want to take care of that. Give me 5,000-6,000 square feet and I'm happy.
Right.
I'm happy. So I don't know if we have any more questions, but I'm going to go ahead over here and I'm going to work on this giveaway because I think we're good there. We're at the end of this. So am I going to be able to convince you to start YouTubing?
We'll see. We'll see. We'll see.
It's a lot of fun. It's a lot of fun. It's a lot of work, but it's also a lot of fun. So, all right, guys, I'm going to take this down and we're going to work on this giveaway here. So tonight the giveaway will be this cool hat right here. Yard Mastery has graciously offered up this nice hat.
I like it.
A bottle of spoon juice. That is going to be the giveaway. If I can get this thing going, y'all chat up India while I get this thing.
Yes. And if you asked any questions and I missed your questions,
yeah, please go ahead and
you can
throw them
send it
back
to
in
me
there.
on Instagram or something like that. I'm not ignoring you. Not ignoring you.
Your channel. Yeah, she's not ignoring you. She just has that dial up. You gotta give her a break. You gotta give her a break over there. Yep. So Hannah says first step of doing the YouTube is to make an account. You have to create a YouTube account. And then look, I'm gonna throw the second step in there. You gotta get better internet.
Yeah. No, I'm gonna work on that.
All right. All right, so I'm going to go ahead and do this. Pick a winner from the comments. Winner. Boom. So it looks like Aldo is our winner. He commented, Girls Mode 2, holla. So Aldo, holla. Send me that email me your information and I'll get that out to you. And guys, you guys have any more questions for India? You saw those fantastic pictures she had and she seems like she really knows her stuff here. Anyone who's in the Sisterhood of Lawn, she's in our group. She can help me answer some questions over there. So
how many accounts do I have? Probably around about 20. which is
Wow, just
which is
by
funny.
yourself?
Yeah,
Wow. How do you handle that schedule? I mean, so when do you do when do you take care of these yards?
on my off days. Sometimes on my on days, when I'm working. So my work schedule is 4 on, 4 off. I try to do it all on my 4 off. If I can't do it all on my 4 off, I'll, you know, do it on my 4 on and my 4 off. So, well, I just do what I got to do to get it done.
You're working. You're out there working.
We working.
You're working. I'm gonna tell you, like, next year I'll probably still have 2 or 3 lawns because I'm just gonna that's just kind of keep myself sharp. But I don't think I'll be able to without having someone help me take on too much more than that. I don't have any. I didn't buy any equipment this year besides what I use for residential.
Right.
So that would have to be something I would have to consider. I was recording one of my neighbors today. He has a time master, and he was like, you should get you one of these or whatever. And I'm looking at him, big guy or whatever. I'm like that thing. I would take off on that thing. Like, there's no way that thing. Like, it's nice because it's 30-inch deck, but I saw him like how he was handling. And I was like, yeah, that's
Yeah, I'm
not
good.
impossible. Not impossible. Nothing is impossible, but it would be a task to deal with that. So,
Let's see.
Polo wants to know what your goals are for 2022.
My goals, to be more efficient. Um, really, that's one of my biggest things is just be more efficient for me because I have a tendency to think, well, if I only have to do 3 yards a day and I have all day, then I'm just gonna take all day, but then that doesn't benefit me on my busy days. So, and that's probably my biggest goal for 2020 is to be more efficient. I have some other ones like getting some paraphernalia, some shirts, hoodies, hats, and things like that. And that's about it.
Okay. I think Grace came in. I think she had to come back, but she was asking about your equipment again, the equipment that you use.
Yes, right. I have a right 52. I have a Toro Turfmaster. Um, steel weed eaters.
These are all gas. This is all gas, Grace.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah. I have I have no battery equipment. I have a little handheld blower, but
Hmm.
I mean I had that for my house, so I've actually taken it out and used it a few times. Um, and then I forget the brand of my blower.
Okay.
So it's an
Because
EBZ
you don't use it, right?
7500. Let's
So
see.
is yours a backpack blower?
Yes.
Okay. I couldn't imagine like taking around without it being a backpack on.
Yes. It's
All right.
something well.
Sprucing up. Hey, welcome. I'm glad you made it. I'm trying to get her on one of the shows here.
Come
One of
on.
one of these 6 episodes that we're gonna have here. So she wants to know what area of the business do you love the most? Turf care, mowing, or landscaping, and why? And before you answer that, I believe, yep, she has a lawn care business as well in Georgia. So yeah, that's a good question. Great question.
Uh, what area? Turf. Turf care and probably turf care and mowing. I think it goes hand in hand because if I'm doing everything to the yard, everything that happens to the yard is a result of my work, right? So, um, I like doing both together. Um, so yeah, I have a lot of fun. If I'm treating it and I'm on it, I like to do those together. That's my favorite part. Now the landscaping, like mulch and pine needles and things like that. I mean, I think that's like the icing on the cake. But it's the accent to the lawn.
Yeah.
So I don't discard it, but the mowing and maintenance is my favorite.
Yeah, I don't
See,
like dealing with the beds and things. I mean, I did my whole front yard. I have rocks in the front, have a rock bed, and that was physically draining. I like the rocks there. I didn't want mulch. I actually have rubber mulch lining the house and the backyard because I
Okay.
just landscaping is just not something I want to be doing all the time, you know? So,
Yeah. Let's see. See, how do I market my business? Actually, probably 99% of my business is word of mouth. I don't have anything on my truck. I don't have, actually, I have a little tag on my truck that my daughter gave me, but other than that, there's nothing on my trailer. Word of mouth. It works. It works.
okay. Grace, that's a great question. Grace wants to know if you do soil tests
Yes, I do.
all for all of your
We do.
lawns before you start, right?
Yes.
I was just
I've
telling
learned it
somebody
makes a
yesterday.
difference.
Yeah,
That's what I like about being a small company, and that's not knocking other companies, but some of it's like a one plan fits all. I, however, believe everybody's lawn is not the same.
right.
So the way I treat mine is not going to be the way that I may need to treat yours 10 miles down the street. So I like to be able to kind of cater to that yard versus having a one size fits all type plan.
And that's I was just telling someone yesterday. It just amazes me sometimes the pushback that I get when I say, well, I can help you, but I need you to get a soil test.
Yeah, you're like, well, why I got to do that? Okay.
Like,
This is what
yeah,
I'm suggesting. Take it or leave it.
yeah. It's like I'm treating your lawn blind here, so I need that. So
Right? I tell them what they need,
yeah.
not give them what they think they need. I'm gonna tell you what you need, and then you can pick from that. We'll go from there.
Mhm. Mhm.
Let's see where the code.
Yeah, I do agree. Like the word of mouth. Because the thing is, when you're getting recommended that way, you're getting that recommendation because you've done a good job.
Right,
So,
and people will recommend you if you treat them right. No questions asked.
mhm.
They'll be like, hey, you taking on new business. My friend was looking for such and such. Well, just here's my tell them to call me. We'll talk about it. Let's
Yep.
see. Do I plan on getting any new equipment, Polo? We'll see. We'll see.
Well,
I
what do
don't
you
know yet.
need? Is there something that you need?
Nah, not really.
There's no
No,
equipment that
no. I
what's
mean,
what's that?
because it's just me. For most of the time, it's just me. So I have everything I need. Um, Probably I've looked into getting a battery operated weed eater. However, battery operated equipment is so expensive. It's it's ridiculously expensive. I might just have to work with the gas for now. Um, so
So
we'll
Polo,
see.
are
Nothing
are
pressing.
you trying to push her towards a permagreen? That
I
permagreen is
have
doing you
one.
right
I
right
just
now.
bought one actually.
You did? You got a
Matter of fact,
permagreen?
I saw him on his. I think it was him.
So yeah, it was him. Yeah, it was him.
Yeah, I just bought a permagreen, so
Oh, did you really?
yeah.
Wow. Nice.
And it's saved me a lot of energy.
Yeah, I mean, I think Polo can vouch for that. That thing, it looks pretty beast.
I,
Um,
I like that analogy on the soil test. It's like going to the doctor. If you don't go, we won't know. You know what? That should be on a shirt. On a That's a good one.
so Grace, the rubber mulch, as far as making the flower beds too hot for flowers, I'm not 100% sure. I have shrubs in mine, around mine, and honestly, we just had a shrub that died, and we don't know why, and it could be from I don't know. I'm not gonna say it's not from the mulch, but I mean we have other plants in there as well that did fine. So I think it might just be that particular spot. So I don't know. Um,
Who's that? Ogson, yes, I know Mitchell. He's local to me, a good buddy of mine. He's helped me out with a lot of stuff, which brings up the point of networking. Um, Network, if you have a local company and there are some other business or companies in your area, get to know them. Build some relationships with them. Maybe y'all can contract services. Um, you know, I know people often think that, oh, that's my competition, but you just never know how either how you can grow and get more business because you have or you've networked with other companies that offer services that you don't. So versus losing a customer, you can be like, hey, if you want this, I know someone who can do it.
Right.
Everybody wins.
Right.
It's enough for everybody out here. So yes, I know him. Good guy. Good guy.
Cool. All right, guys. Unless you all have any more questions for India, or India, you want to say anything additional that you haven't said already?
Nah, I just appreciate everybody tuning in. This is our first show.
That's
Just
right.
keep tuning in.
That's right.
If you have any questions, please feel free to hit me up on Instagram or Facebook, and I will respond. I'd be happy to. And I just appreciate everybody stopping by.
That's right. All right, guys. I appreciate you coming in, hanging out with us. As I said, there will be 5 more episodes of this throughout the season. At this point, I don't know if they're going to be weekly or bi-weekly, but we will be back with another guest. And I appreciate each and every one of you that came in, hit that like button, hung out with India and I. With that said, we are out.
Big shout out to PJ. Wouldn't be happening without you.
All right. Good night, guys.
Good night.